Glenn Parker, you're watching Glenn TV. Today is Savings Days, boys and girls, for Clickfunnels. So, important business tip, and just a good tip in general, never pay full price if you don't have to. So, normally Clickfunnels per month for the most advanced version, which is the one that I do suggest, because you can have it manipulate your data in whatever way. You can have it send up email follow-ups, you can have it take people on lists based on conditions, remove them from lists based on certain conditions. You get access to a whole bunch of other tools than just doing the ClickFunnels leads and sales processes. So normally that is $297 a month. And honestly, it's worth it as a centric tool to be able to do all your lead gathering and follow-up, and then have them into your mailing list so that you can do email follow-ups from there on out, which is where your actual money is. But at $297 a month, you're like, well, it does pay for itself. It does give you some ROI, but this link below actually will give you for $9.97 for 6 months. So that's $166.17. And you can also, toward the end of that original 6 months, and you do have to pay all 6 months at once. You can't pay $166 a month. So they're giving you a discount for paying it up front, and it's supposed to be a one-time offer. However, I have found that if you ask, and I have asked in the past, I'm like, well, how do I get that $9.97 price again? I don't see any links or any place to renew. If you email customer service close to the time that you're expiring, they will honor that $9.97 price. So per year, right under $2,000, but you still get it at the $166 per month instead of like almost $3,400. So you're getting like, what, 57% off, something like that? Getting a staggering amount off. Now, ClickFunnels as a tool, I've been in web design and e-commerce. I started my first eBay store in 1997. I've done a considerable amount of e-commerce. I've sold on Amazon. I have a Shopify store. I have multiple WordPress stores. And ClickFunnels integrates into all these types of ideas, and it can be a soul and centric lead process to be able to run somebody through a sales cycle that you would normally run them through, and educate them, even run auto webinars so that they're pre-educated and that they could set up an appointment with you so that they're already solidified as a lead, and all you need to do is have a conversation and sell whatever it is you need to sell. So they're already done and pre-qualified. I have found no other tools that have everything all in one place. Now, sometimes it's a little quirky, not necessarily buggy, but there's a few little things you have to follow, instructions and how to do things exactly within the ClickFunnels process for it to be happy with you. However, tech support is bar none. I mean, they actually sent me videos on how to do things, how to fix things. They would fix things for me when maybe I didn't know how to do it, especially when I was just starting out. So as a tool, it has made me more money than my regular websites have. And why is that? Because it is a sales process. It puts blinders on the customer, and not in a bad way. It puts blinders on them in the way of what's called reduced customer friction. So you land on my website, you have 1 million buttons and other things to do in social media, and love me, and click on this and sign up for a newsletter. And that's what ends up happening, is like there's a massive amount of overwhelm and other places to go and places to get distracted and to go to other websites that I have. Where in a ClickFunnels lead page price type of process, they land, they're focused. There's only information. There's no buttons to go anywhere unless it's to buy something or to do something that has to do with the sales process. And you usually do an ethical giveaway. So for instance, if you have a book, you will take, let's say if you only have one book to offer, you will take the first chapter and give it to them for free for their email address, an ethical bribe. Everybody wins. You have the ability to follow up with someone that had an interest in what you do. You give them material that pertains to what you do so they can say, how lovely is that? And I can go through your material. And what you do, as soon as they sign up for that, and the next page, you offer your book that's normally $19.95 for $9.95 for a digital version. And now that you've captured an email address, you've built some trust, the likelihood and the percentage that you're going to make a sale is phenomenally higher. And that's how these processes work. Now, depending on your type of business and what you're doing, the sales process might be different, but that is, for the most part, how that works. Is that you're offering somebody something, so let's say you have 7 books, just as an example. You can offer your first book for free. Here, you can have my book so you can read it and see if we're compatible. And then on the next page, oh, well, you can get my whole library for X price. Let's say all of them together was $4.95 and say, oh, it's $2.97 today. And these are the types of ideas that you can shuffle through. And you can also integrate these ClickFunnels pages into your WordPress website, into your Shopify website, even just via pure HTML. If you only have HTML websites or ones that support HTML, you can have them as landing pages. And ClickFunnels has a WordPress plugin. It has some integrations into Shopify. All work quite lovely. Usually what you do is you have your own symmetric domain, just one that's centric to what you do, and you assign the ClickFunnels itself to that domain so that it lends validity. You don't see all these oddball characters and encrypted types of things when you have your funnels, because each funnel has to be unique within the funnel system. And there's a whole bunch of mofos out there that use ClickFunnels. So it's kind of like a very encrypted type of link that has alphanumeric characters. And if you do it within a domain, you can actually make unique URLs for each of the ClickFunnels processes. Yay! So this is quite lovely a process. I do consulting as well for ClickFunnels, WordPress. I teach WordPress and Shopify, dropshipping, whatever it is you want to know, marketing, Facebook, these types of things, social media, doing SEO, all these things are in Glenn's head after 30 years. There's so much stuff in there. So I started e-commerce in 1997, started hand coding websites in HTML in 1996, have made a considerable amount of money in affiliate marketing and dropshipping and all these types of ideas. And I wanted to share some of this wisdom with you. I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching. Again, down below you'll find a link to be able to go and get your $9.97 offer. Remember, at the end, close to the end of your offer, what they're going to ask you to do is, if you email customer service and say, hey, how can I renew my $9.97 offer? They'll go, well, normally we don't do that. However, if you let us know and make sure that you have the credit card on file at ClickFunnels that you want used, just let us know and we'll charge you. So you can get it for almost half off perpetually. And they're honoring that. And actually, if you want to, right now they're allowing you, like let's say you wanted to prepay it ahead of time, like 2 or 3, 4 times to get 1 or 2 years ahead. At the discounted price, they'll allow you to do that last time I checked. Yay. Again, thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, please down below. Consulting, life, business, and spiritual, also retreats, boys and girls. Always nice to spend time with a like-minded person to share in their vibration. Again, if you do have any questions, please, please, please let me know, because I love answering questions. That's kind of what I do. And if you need any help in setting up a funnel process and you want maybe some assistance in which funnels to set up for your business, or ideas on how to approach getting leads through the ClickFunnels process, or even doing auto webinars and being able to set it up so that people can auto schedule on your calendar, these types of ideas, so that you can pre-sell someone using an auto webinar process and then go ahead and get them on your calendar and then close them in person. So you're pre-qualifying 1 out of 10 out of 20 leads that are scheduling with you, and now you're closing them so that you don't have to do that sales process on your side. It's all done before they even get to you, and they're anxious and they're willing and their pocketbook is open and they're ready to have whatever service or products you offer. They're already pre-sold. And this is probably the most powerful funnel process, to be able to do auto webinars, pre-qualifying leads, running them through the normal process that you would run them through, let them go through an auto webinar that's 30 minutes to 60 minutes, and then giving them the ability to book an appointment with you for free, to spend 15-30 minutes to see if you're both on the same page, on the same level, and to be able to go and close them as a lead and to do whatever it is you do, whether you do retreats or if you're a yoga instructor or any number of ideas. This works really good for service-based businesses. Thank you very much for joining me.